Imagine everyday life without a smartphone, laptop, or television. For Cubans, this is an everyday reality. Since Castro's communist takeover of the Cuban government in 1959, citizens live in an antique state which prohibits them from the education of the outside world's technological advances, including the internet and smartphones.
The restrictions placed upon the citizens have left Cuba decades behind. Because of the economic inequality in the country of Cuba, there is a failure of affordable access to telecommunications, which has left Cubans digitally divided.
Today, we will discuss the lack of access to telecommunications and how Cuban citizens themselves have created the solution to deflate this large inequity, the lack of fair access to something, by the use of El Paquete flash drives.
Currently, only 5% of the Cuban population has internet access. There are 11 million people in Cuba, so only 550,000 people have limited access. This correlates with Cuba's poverty rate. The percentage of Cubans in poverty is estimated between 5 and 26%, according to the Borton Project.
Many cannot afford the high prices of the internet packages created by the government and are remotely placed in comparison to the service available around the island. As for in-home Wi-Fi, 95% of the 27,000 customers already connected have opted for the slowest speed, 1 megabyte per second, at the lowest monthly cost, $15 for 30 hours. This likely indicates that the service is high cost and the company's technical challenges are major obstacles to the spread of this kind of service to a greater number or proportion of the population.
The resources the internet offers cannot be utilized by the citizens who need them the most. Those who are below the poverty line could look for jobs and educate themselves, but that is a pricey vision for those who often just need to get food on the table. Citizens cannot even imagine the internet. One citizen being interviewed related the internet to death, stating, "The internet is like death. I've heard about it, but I've never experienced it." Technology offered by the Cuban government is also too expensive for the average Cuban citizen and makes access more unavailable. In 2013, Cuba opened 118 new halls that homed 419 new community computers with internet access.
After these computers were opened to the public, it was reported that 1,000 people each day were coming to utilize internet access. However, this is 1,000 people out of 11 million Cuban citizens. Usage costs $4.50 an hour. 1 gallon of gas also costs $4.50. Many of Cuba's citizens largely rely on the taxi system to provide actual revenue, and it's more important to them to have enough gas than to be on the internet for an hour.
Every day, Cubans wanted the chance to utilize the internet like everyone else. Think about the ways that Wi-Fi influences our daily lives. Like everyone here in the United States, Cubans want to use Wi-Fi to FaceTime relatives, search the internet for funny memes and news, and enjoy the gaming community. Cuban citizens themselves have created the solution by the use of El Paquete flash drives, which connect Cubans to the outside world.
El Paquete Semanal, the weekly package, is basically Cuba's Netflix, Spotify, and access to online articles, all without using the actual internet. The contents of El Paquete are copied onto flash drives, which hold media that is not available to the large public.
Citizens can watch Hollywood movies, listen to the latest music, and watch the newest TV shows without ever connecting to the government's slow internet. El Paquete usually ranges from $1 to $3 a week to receive the entire collection of media.
This is a way better deal than the $4.50 an hour internet access and modeled much better to the interest of the Cuban people. Even better, El Paquete can be delivered straight to the home of the customer or nearby cell phone repair shop, which means that citizens need not to spend money on transportation to hotspots offered by the government, which are far from home. Two major kingpins of El Paquete compete to develop the best content for Cubans, showing that there is a competitive market right underneath the nose of the government-controlled one variable economy.
In conclusion, El Paquete is a more affordable, realistic option to combating telecommunication inequity in Cuba.
Citizens now know more about the broader world around them and are exposed to different opinions and worldviews, which help bridge the technological divide.